everybody, welcome to Dumbing It Down with Dave. Last episode of 2022. How many podcasters are saying that? Well, probably thousands and thousands of podcasters are out there in the world doing their last 2022 podcast, December 31st. But how many of them are doing it in their car, in their caravan, on the way to work, during their commute to and from work, on the New York State Thruway nonetheless? I would say probably none. I am the only one. I would say only one, not none. One, me. So, welcome to the CarCast, or Dumbcast and a CarCast and a podcast. 3 shows in one, an amazing value, considering I think pretty much 100% of you pay zero for this, which is great. I'm happy for you. It's good to get something for nothing. Yeah, hello everybody. It's good to talk to you. It's also good to be heard. If you can hear this, I greatly appreciate it that you're hearing this. I am on my way to work. It is 2:31 in the morning. 2:31 in the morning, December 31st, last day of 2022. And I figured I'll do a little test here. Still talking into the bottom of the phone. I have all this equipment in boxes just sitting at home waiting for me to open up the boxes and plug in things, charge things up, test them, see if they work. I've had plenty of time to do all that, but I haven't gotten to it. It's really ridiculous. It is some sort of blockage that I have, whatever it is. Fear, probably somewhere rooted in fear, or maybe not. Maybe it's rooted in some sort of, something else. I don't know what it is. Something about newness, or I don't know. I like newness, so I'm not really sure. I could talk about it. I really have no answers for you, except maybe it's accountability. I don't know. I don't think it's accountability. I think it's just probably mostly rooted in fear. What am I afraid of? What is anybody afraid of when it comes to new technology? Am I going to break it? Yeah, a little bit. I'm afraid I'm going to break it. I have had a childhood. Really, Dave? We're going to immediately go right into your childhood? Well, that's where it starts, guys. For everybody. That's where it starts. Your earliest memories, your earliest trauma, your earliest happiness is in your childhood. And, a lot of people want to say, Dave, you really got to stop. You are 59. You are on the downside of your life. You are much further away from your juvenile years, right? Your toddler years and your puberty years and adolescent years. You're so much further away from that than you've ever been. And now your mom has passed, your dad has passed. You really got to let go of all of this. It's really quite ridiculous. And I would say to you, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. It is ridiculous. But this is the way it is. And I still have thoughts and feelings and ideas, and I still take actions based on those thoughts, feelings, and ideas. And this is the way it is. But all that being said, nice little icebreaker there. All that being said, I am very, 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 very optimistic for 2023. I am in reasonably good health. I am, and when I say good health, that, of course, incorporates the physical part of me. Physically, I'm okay. I'm still overweight, legally obese. I am spiritually really in a good spot. Sorry, I didn't mean to hesitate there. It's just I'm making a couple of decisions here. I just did the loop-de-loop in Catskill, New York, and there was a state trooper there, pulled somebody over into the parking lot with their lights on. What a coincidence that is. I mean, I don't know, coincidence, one way or the other. It's just, wow. Out of all the times of the day that a state trooper would be pulling somebody over, I happened to be there at 2:31 in the morning, now 2:34, when somebody was being pulled into the parking lot. Anyway, a little live reporting from the New York State Thruway, by the way. And for those of you who don't know what the loop-de-loop is, it's a technique I use to save money during my commute, as I have a thruway permit that gives me 30-mile discount every time I pull off the New York State Thruway. And that's what I do. On the way to work, I pull over at Catskill. I get a 30-mile discount on my tolls. So basically, it's a free ride all the way to Albany. It would normally be like $2.25 or some ridiculous amount of money. And I do the same thing on the way back. And I save money on the way back. So I save 5 days a week. Probably save about $20 a week. At the end of the year, I've saved $1,000. And I use it even when I'm not commuting. And I pay $88 to save $1,000. I would think it's probably one of the best investments I've ever made in my life. Would you pay $88 to save $1,000 on groceries? I bet you would. Would you pay $88 to save $1,000 on anything? Right? If you go buy a car at a car dealership and it's, $15,000 car, and the guy says, "Hey, do me a favor, give me $88. I'll take $1,000 off the price." You go, "Sure, I'll do that. I'll give you $888. Why don't you take $10,000 off the price?" Well, there you go. That's me after 10 years. I'll give you $1,760. Following? I'm doing the math here. Times 20. I will give you $1,760 if you give me $20,000. Yeah. You would do that. And that's what I've done. That's one of the things, how have I become so successful in life? Well, I pay $88 a year on the New York State Thruway, and I get a 30-mile discount every time I pull off at an exit. And I don't have to use it only during my commute. I've used it everywhere I go on the Thruway. I've done it out to Syracuse, whatever. If you don't know New York, I've gone quite a distance and got the 30-mile discount. Now, if I have something in tow, like a camper, I don't know how it works at that point. I don't know if it works at all. I have no idea. But anyway, so mentally, physically, this is as good as I've been in a long time. One medical or physical downfall I have is I've been sneezing like a lunatic, sneezing like out of nowhere, 6 times, 10 times, 20 times. Last week I was on my way to Montreal in the truck at the job, and oh my God, I think I sneezed 50, 60, 70 times. It's like I lost count. I couldn't keep up. Every time I sneeze, I'd rattle those rocks in my head, and I lost count. So I should get a piece of paper, make little tick marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm telling you, it was like I was sneezing every hour, 6 times, 10 times, and I was sneezing all day. It was ridiculous. And we don't know the cause of it. I have been to the doctor. I did get a clean bill of health, except my blood pressure is higher than it's ever been, which I got to work on. I got lax. I was doing really good early into 2022. My highlight of the year was, I think, between the months of May and April and June. April, May, June. In about 90 days, I lost 40 pounds. I was intermittent fasting. I was walking like a lunatic, 5 miles, 6 miles, 7, 8 miles a day on the Empire State Trail, which is mostly blacktop, which I really don't like. I don't know why any municipality would ever make a blacktop path. You should definitely gravel it. But I guess they're concerned about mud and whatever. I don't know what they're concerned about. Maybe blacktop is cheap or cheaper because they get it at a bulk discount and they have the little machine and they pay I don't even think you need a big truck to make these these paths, these rail trails or whatever it is that they're doing. But I prefer non-blacktop. It's really hard on the feet. Anyway, so I was walking like crazy. I was going to the gym. I was sleeping in the van. I was doing Dave's Fit Life. And I lost 40 pounds, and I was feeling great. I was down to 250-something. It was fantastic. And then we started to have a heat wave. And my wife said, "Why don't you come home and enjoy the pool during the heat wave? It's too dangerous for you to be walking." And I agreed with her. She was right. Had she not mentioned it, I don't know what I would have done. Would have I went out there and ventured out, or would have I went straight to Planet Fitness and then went back to the van and got some sleep, or go to McDonald's and get on the laptop and do something? I have no idea what I would have done. But when she suggested to me come home and jump in the pool, a pool that I paid for and I own. It's in my backyard. It's really fantastically clean. I'm amazed at how easy it's been to keep it clean, and with the pH and all that craziness. She was right. Come home and enjoy it. You paid for it. You got a pool. You got a pool, man. Luxury. You have no luxury in your life. Come home and enjoy the pool. So that's what I did. I went home and I enjoyed the pool. And I tried to exercise in the pool as much as possible, but then I got a little bit lax on my intermittent fasting and that commute, which I've always hated. You guys know that. I hate that commute. And hate's a strong word, yeah, but I hate this commute because it just saps all the last of my energy out. I try to relax on my way home, and I don't relax on the way to work, so it's only the opposite direction. So why do I fall apart on the way home? Because it's at the end of the day. It's at the end of the day. I've done enough driving. I've done enough work. Whatever it is I'm doing, whether I'm delivering milk via doubles, because I'm a truck driver, for those of you that don't know, or I'm delivering asphalt or heating oil, which I'm doing today. I'm doing number 4 heating oil. So, and I got to go up to Putney, Vermont. So at the end of the day, although today's going to be like a half a day, not even really a half a day, but whatever. It's a one-stop day. It's a Saturday. They needed me. Nobody else wanted to do it. It's fine. It's a paper company, Putney Paper. It used to be called Putney Paper. Now it's called something else. Some conglomerate bought them. Everything's being bought up. Soundview, whatever. It doesn't really matter what it's called. So I'm going to put 6,500 gallons of heating oil in their tank. It's going to take me like 20 minutes when I get there. It takes forever, not forever to load it. It takes about a half hour to load it. It takes about, 2.25 hours to drive up there. And then it takes about 15, 20 minutes to get it into the tank. It's all gravity feed, no pumps. I hook up a hose that they provide. I attach it. I lock it in, make sure it doesn't leak. I open up the lid to the tanker so I don't, whatever the word is. Not implode, it's something else. And maybe it is implode, I have no idea. If you know, you can put it in the chat comments. And then I open up the valve and whoosh, there it goes. 6,500 gallons down a 4-inch hose, and it doesn't even get that hot because the asphalt we do is really hot. So that's it. That's my day. And then I pack everything up. I don't have to clean anything at all, really. And then I just drive away and I come home. So it'll be an easy day. And what I'm going to do today to start my 2023 off really good. It's going to be a great year. I'm very, very optimistic about it. So I talked about my mental health is good. My physical health is good. My fiscal health is also very good because I'm still employed. And so is my wife. And everything's going pretty good that way. And, the economy is what it is. I'm paying for gas. Yesterday, I think I paid $2.98 for gas for my car. 87 octane at the Speedway with my 10 cents off or my 11 cents, 12 cents off app that I have. I get a discount every time I use the Speedway. I get at least 10 cents off, but sometimes it gives me 11, 12, 13 cents off. I don't know why, but it does. So I appreciate the savings. It's good to have savings. It's not really savings. It's just not spendings. Has anybody ever said that before? Maybe I'm the first one to say that on a podcast. Maybe I always like to point out how original I am. So maybe it's not savings. It's just not spendings. So when they say, hey, look at this fur coat. Used to be $1,000. It's on sale for $200. You save $800. Well, not really. I mean, if you didn't spend the money at all, you would have saved $1,000. You want to save $1,000? Don't buy the fur coat at all. Yeah, but I'm only charging $200. You save $800. Well, how about not spending the $200? That's what you're spending is $200. If you want to be pragmatic about it, and I'm always trying to hone in on my pragmatism, if you don't spend the $200, you save $200. You didn't save $1,000. You didn't save $800. You understand what I'm saying? So, anyway, yeah, I'm good to go for 2023. So when I get back today to start off 2023 the right way, what I'm hoping for is some alone time, and I'm going to take my van into the shop where I work because the shop will be closed. There'll be nobody there. But this place is really nice. They leave the door open. In other words, I can hit the button and it opens up the automatic door to the garage, the shop, whatever you want to call it. And if there's no equipment in the shop, I'll pull the van in. I'm going to empty it out because I got stuff in here from Dave's Fit Life, clothing and different boxes and my bed and all this stuff. It's like a camper without being a camper. And I'm going to empty it all out and I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to organize it. I'm going to see what I need, what I don't need, if there's excess stuff in here, or just organize it. It's not going to take that long. It's not that bad. In my head, it's a strange land back here in the back of the van because I haven't been there in a while. Because I stopped doing Dave's Fit Life back in June of 2022, in July. But I thought after the heat wave, I'd get right back to it. But it seemed as if the heat wave lasted a while. Like we had a good summer. And I was in that pool every day after work. If I got home at 4 o'clock in the afternoon or 5 o'clock in the afternoon after my long commute home, which is only 45 to 50 minutes if I don't run an errand. But it was great to jump in that pool. It was warm enough. Oh, by the way, I also have a heated pool. If I turn on the heater, I have a heated pool. And we got that thing up to like 80 degrees or 70-some degrees, and I just would leave it on. I left it on. For the most part. I might shut it off when I get out of the pool, and then I would turn it on, I think when I left for work or when I came home, something like that. And, man, let me tell you something. Having a pool is a luxury. There's no doubt about it. It's not a necessity. It's a luxury. Most people, I don't know if most people, a lot of people can't afford a pool or don't even have a backyard to fit a pool. Got to go join a gym with a pool, and those are disappearing because apparently pool insurance and maintenance is a lot of money. But it's a luxury, and I was able to enjoy it. But having a heated pool, who do I think I am? But I did it. We bought a heater, and it works great. And I don't know how long it's going to last because I expect everything to break. I expect Dave Canyon not know how to maintain it and do something stupid, and before you know it, it's a $500 part, which I have to wait 2 months for because it's made in some foreign land and we have a supply chain problem. But so far, it's been a year or two, and it's been fine. So I didn't go back to Dave's Fit Life after that. I haven't done Dave's Fit Life since June or July of 2022, and that's not good. But it was probably a safe move. I was really doing well, but you shouldn't do well in 90-some-odd degree temperatures. So this year, I hope to start the first week of January, even though it's cold out, to get back to Dave's Fit Life, sleeping in the van, and going to Planet Fitness every day until the weather gets nicer. I have a bicycle that I paid several $100s to repair. It's, I hope, in great shape. I haven't even tested it out yet, but I fixed it last summer. And I got my sneakers all ready to go. I probably need some new underwear and socks, of course. I'm a man. What man doesn't need new underwear and socks? And maybe some tech gear so I can whisk away the sweat. And I can start walking again and exercising and getting down to a reasonable weight so when I retire, I'm in good health. That's the goal. It's all about, I'm putting on my glasses. It's all about the retirement. It's all about the retirement right now. So, folks, that's a new development. It's not really a new development, but I've really honed in on my date. And the date is 2 years from now. 62. Well, I'm 59 this past August. I'll be 60 this August. So let's say 2.5 years. I don't want to be working past 62. I just don't. I don't want to. Will I? I don't know. But I don't want to. I don't want to be working today. I didn't want to work yesterday. Yesterday I was off. But if I was working, I wouldn't want to work. I mean, I enjoy my time off. I'm ready to turn Dave's Fit Life into some sort of money-making venture. Wow, some car just blew my doors off. What am I doing? I'm doing 75. He's got to be doing 90. On New Year's Eve. I hope this guy's got one of those get-out-of-jail-free cards because he's flying, baby, flying. All right, have fun, buddy. I hope it's a white car. I think it was an Acura. I hope I don't see it pulled over. It's amazing. He actually moves over to the right lane, and then he moves over to the left lane. Maybe he's running radar to people still do that? I feel like I haven't seen ads in the magazines for Radar. Anyway, I've never run Radar, and I don't know. Anyway, that guy he's still going. I can see him down the straightaway here. He's like gone. So, where was I? Retirement, yeah, 62. I like that to be the date, the latest date. Got to be very clear of my intentions. I would like 62 to be my latest date. And what do I have to do to make that happen? Well, it'd be nice if I had $500,000 in the bank. $500,000. I'm not there. Am I even halfway there? I think I am not. But I might be close. So I know my wife does not appreciate me putting out private information. So whatever. I'm rounding off numbers. I don't know how much I have. But it's not half. And I don't think I'm going to get to $500,000. I don't know if I'm even going to get to $500,000. But if she keeps on working, that's good. I don't know if that's going to happen. She's 1 year younger than me, and she said she wanted to work till 70 because she enjoys her job. Excuse me, I didn't mean to cough on you. It's more irritation than it is a cough. The van's a little dry. My mouth's a little dry, and I'm not drinking any water. I should take a drink break. But, so anyway, yeah, let's do that. I'm going to pause the button. I'll take a drink break. I'll be right back. All right, there you go. I don't know if I sound any better or feel any better. But anyway, so retirement, man. I want to do Dave's Fit Life full time. I want to do Dumbing It Down with Dave full time. And whatever creative stuff I could do, I would love to audition for movies and things in the Hudson Valley. A lot of movie and television work is going on in the Hudson Valley where I live, except they've been wanting only vaccinated people. Only the vaccinated can work in Hollywood in the Hudson Valley. And I'm still not vaccinated. I don't anticipate ever being vaccinated. In fact, this year, I didn't even take my flu shot. I turned it down. I said, no, I'm fine. I'll be fine. And I've been fine for a long, long time. And I continue on to maintain my body, even though I tend to overeat. I will continue to maintain my body in such a way. I have my 7-day pill box. I have all my vitamins there, my vitamin D, vitamin E, B12, vitamin C, vitamin whatever, you name it, the letter of the alphabet, magnesium, zinc, iron. I have a diet that has a lot of variety in it. Not too many people eat grits in the north. I eat grits. I do have an occasional oatmeal, although I've heard don't eat oats and don't eat grains and whatever. I don't know. I don't do the white bread. I've zeroed on my sugar. I mean, as far as I can go zero, I've gone zero on the sugar. Do I have oranges? Yeah, I have oranges, but there's sugar in orange. All right, well, I like the whole thing of the orange. I'll have a couple of oranges a day if I have oranges, and they are, in fact, easy peel. I'll do the easy peel. I'm not standing there fighting with an orange. I don't have time to fight with an orange to peel it. I do make a good vegetable mishmash. So I'll take red peppers, yellow peppers, orange peppers. I'll take garlic. I usually overdo it on the garlic, although my body doesn't react to it, which is a great thing. My body does not react except for chocolate milk. I learned that a couple of years ago. Working for Gorelick, delivering milk. If I would get a good amount of whole milk, not the skim, whole milk chocolate, that wouldn't be good for me if I drank it too fast and I drank too much. I never did figure out what's the least amount of chocolate milk I can have and not have to go to the bathroom on the way home from wherever it is I was that I picked up that milk. So, because I would pick up that milk in Syracuse and I would guzzle it. Probably a quart. I forgot what sizes they came in. But I would have, not the half gallon, that would be ridiculous. Probably not that ridiculous, but ridiculous. I would probably have done it. Or I would have drank or drunk half the half gallon, which is a quart. And I would have just let the other half go bad, I guess. I don't know. But, chocolate milk, not good for me at all. Not good. I did have a hot chocolate about 2 weeks ago because we bought one of those super boxes from Sam's. I don't recall having any reaction. I still take the Metamucil. I haven't been taking it every day. There are days I skip it. So I'll probably have it 2-3 times a week. I probably will work my way back in January of 23 back to 1 a day Metamucils. But I am very optimistic to clean out the van, to move back into the van, get back to Planet Fitness, and start getting ready for spring and summer of 2023. Do I have a goal weight? Good question. I'm pretty much at 291 now. The answer is no. I don't have a goal weight. I have a goal health. I have a goal health, which is optimum. I want to have optimum endurance. I want to have optimum flexibility, optimum longevity. Longevity. Jiminy Cricket. What's wrong with that word? Longevity. Jiminy Cricket. Whatever. You've ever heard me say Jiminy Cricket on the show? No, you never have. So, yeah, optimum health. That's it. I mean, what am I? I'm not going to enter the Olympics. Maybe the Senior Olympics. I guess I could do the Senior Olympics. I got 4 more minutes. Maybe I'll do the Senior Olympics. Whatever they are. But I do intend on getting down to a really great health. It's probably somewhere in the low 200s. I can't imagine that I can physically get my body under 200. But I've been at 225 years ago when I was running, and it was a decent weight. But yeah, if I kept up the health that particular year, the year that I ran, which was like 9-10 years ago now, maybe even longer, yeah, I would have gotten it down to the lower 200s. I don't know, and I don't care. Right now, that number is irrelevant to me. If I go from 290 to 280, that's a victory. If I go from 280 to 270, that's a victory. Every day that I'm doing the right things and not doing the wrong things, it's a victory. And I need small victories right now. Small baby step victories. So I'm optimistic about my health. I'm optimistic about the growth of Dave's Fit Life. If you haven't been there, check out the Dave's Fit Life YouTube channel. I'm not going to promise you I put the link in the show notes because I really haven't been doing show notes. But you know how to find Dave's Fit Life on YouTube. You'll see some changes. There's been some changes to it, and they're exciting. We're going to have a new season coming up in January. We're just in preparation for it now. Somewhere in January, you'll hear about it. You'll see about it. Don't forget to visit my Facebook groups. I have the Dumbing It Down with Dave Facebook group. I have the Dave's Fit Life Facebook group. The website is there. But the website is really crap. But I'm working on that. It's just a lot for me to do all by myself. I do have a new VA in the Philippines. She's fantastic. I haven't mentioned her, but I haven't, whatever. I haven't asked her for permission to use her name, but I'm sure she'll say okay. If not, that's fine also. But she's doing great. So there's a lot of good things happening, folks. I appreciate your patience. I know I have not been podcasting on a regular basis. This may not have been the podcast you've been waiting for. It's not the podcast I wanted to do. I keep on saying that. When am I going to do the podcasts I want to do? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. And I don't know the answer to my goal weight. And I don't know the answer to when I'm going to retire. I don't know the answers to anything. This show has always been more about the questions of life and not so much the answers. And I'm sorry about that. I apologize. But then again, I don't, because what do you expect of me? But I do appreciate your support. Dumbing It Down with Dave is driven by you, the listener. And I appreciate your comments in the chat box, in the Spreaker chat box. For those of you who are not listening on Spreaker, it's amazing how many people I talk to about Spreaker. Nobody knows what it is. I've met many podcasters in the last 2 months, and they say, oh, my show is everywhere. And then as soon as I say, is it on Spreaker? I get that German Shepherd with the ears pointed up in the air with the tilted head look like, huh? I go, yeah, Spreaker. They got a great chat box. A great, space for chatting and interacting. Also, by the way, I love Spreaker for its font. The fonts are much bigger. I've been on other platforms, and the fonts are teeny. It's like everything is written in code. It's very small. You become a person of a certain age. All right, folks, that's it. That's a half an hour. Great job by me. Great job by you. Happy New Year. Good health. And best wishes for 2023. Stay in touch. Reach out to me. Let me know you heard the show and how you feel about it and what you think also. Take care. Bye-bye. Ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba.